Hello everyone, Elspeth here, and we're back in Rising World. So I'm recording this not too long after the previous episode. I would say maybe about 3 Rising World days. And so I've got the start of our little basement dug out here. But we have an issue. And that is that for about 3 days, we've had nothing but rain. And I'm still in this. Which, as you all know, really doesn't work. So, with that in mind, I've made a decision. We are going to relocate all of our workspaces to the bottom level. So, packed things up, brought them down here. We should probably have some light down here, don't you think? We should have light. There should be light. That's not a great spot for light. I'm gonna change this up. There's gonna be a doorway in here somewhere. So let's do that for our light. And by the way, in case you're wondering, torches really don't seem to do anything for warmth. So if you were hoping to use torches to stay warm, looks like that's a no-go. Alright, let's get some of these down. Now, the other thing I managed to do is get 59 iron ore smelted up. So, let's go to our crafting stations. And we're going to make the anvil first. I like that one. Let's do that one. Then we're going to put that on here. We'll make a better spot for it later, but for right now, that's just going to have to work. Now, for the big smelting furnace, we need 16 iron plates. Okay. 16 iron plates, please. There we go. And there we go. Large smelting furnace. Now, also going to go ahead and place our block bench back down because we need a little bit more in terms of floor space here. So now that I have the large smelting furnace made, whew, only 50 stone left. All right, well, we're going to sink it all into this. And do that, because these are going to come down like that. So this, not here. We may need to go around the corner here and go in here. Let's see. What would you look like if you were here? That's not really straight, is it? And I am very cold. That's straight. So if I put you right about there, we're going to have to dig him out, kind of. But I need to keep in mind that I need space for the rest of my crafting stations. Let's put, ooh, I am cold. Let's put you over here. And then let's take our small chest, that right there. Kind of fill that back up. Very cold I am. I need to get myself dressed here fairly quickly. Wait a sec. What's that? What's that? Hang on. What is this? Now, something that I found when I was digging this out was a little bit of tungsten. So, that could be more of that down there. Yeah, that looks very tungsten-y. Tungsten-y. Not really a word, but it is in fact tungsten ore, so I'm right. Okay. let's see if we can get to our smelting furnace here. So basically, what I'm going to do is have pretty much the entire underground area dug out, with the exception of the center area, because that's where our pond is. So we're going to leave that. And then down here, there'll be our crafting areas, our storage areas, very, very important. And then we're also possibly going to have our cooking area down here too. I'm not sure. We'll see. We will see how that goes. But because I don't have a roof on upstairs, every time I go upstairs I freeze. So we're going to try not to do that, because I don't want to freeze to death. There seems to be a good amount of tungsten here. I know it's really dark. Just kind of trying to get this area a little bit dug out. There we go. Let's come across with these. Wow, 16 tungsten ore. That's actually pretty impressive, really. And I have 15 coal. So let me go ahead and load the furnace, because then I don't have to carry the coal. So that is a helpful thing. All right, let's load it up, see if we can take off some of the top area here. Now, right now, this area still isn't perfectly sealed from the elements, so we will need to work on that. But it is somewhat better than being upstairs. And I am shaking like a leaf, as you can see. Okay. Definitely going to need to make some clothes. But now that I have the furnace made, I can afford to spend iron on other things, such as the loom. So 4 iron rods. Yes, I used up all my plates. So 1 plate gets us 4 iron rods. That's perfect. I do want to be... Nah. There we go. I do want to be a little bit careful with how I am spending my iron, just because I don't really know for sure. You know, I'm going to be digging quite a bit to get more of it. So with that in mind, I do kind of want to be careful. I don't want to use it all up and then realize that I desperately needed it. Actually, yes. I'm going to make up all of our thread reels into cloth. And let's see here. What do we have? What are our options? Right now, the warm suit sounds really good. We only have half the leather. Oh, an insulation of 450. Oh my goodness, that sounds so nice. But we can't do that right now. A hooded robe has an insulation of 120. You know what? Right now, that's what we need. There we go. There we go. It may not look glamorous. That's okay. That is okay. And, oh, I think old leather shoes should be, or leather shoes. Let's do the leather shoes. Let's do those. Okay. So, we are now adequately clothed to keep ourselves alive, which is very important because we weren't too far away from, you know, freezing to death and having other bad things happen to us. And we don't want bad things to happen to us. We definitely don't. Actually, there is... Ooh, sticks. Wait. I can make those myself, right? Right. Sledgehammer. Waste not, want not. We are going to go through here. This is going to be the doorway into the next crafting room area. Okay. Just plop those back over there because we are going to want to close up that hole or gap. Let's see. Oh, the clock and the compass use copper. So does the telescope. Okay. Good to know. Very good to know. Let's see about weapons. How are we doing? Can we make one of these? Ooh, the Morning Star. The Warhammer. See, it doesn't actually really tell you how much damage any of these weapons do. So you're kind of just shooting in the dark. But I like the Warhammer. I like that. Look at that. Bam, bam, bam. Totally unrealistic sounds, but you know, whatever. Okay. Now I want to stop spending iron because kind of running out of it. But we're going to make up the rest of our blocks here. That's 4. Perfect. Seal that off. There we go. That's going to be our doorway. I need to find a good spot to put... I don't know... Oh, is that iron? That kind of looks like iron. That's a good thing for us. That is a good thing for us. We need more lights. And, oh. Let's move that out of the way. Alright. Can I mount a light on the side of this thing? I can. Oh, that is awesome. I don't think I've ever tried that before. No idea why I haven't, but apparently it works. So that's a really good thing. Okay. See if we can make this a little bit more stable. I'm thinking that kind of off in this direction is going to be where the saw bench will go, because we're kind of out of room right here. And, you know, by kind of, I mean really, so. What? You're fine. I have a dog next to me whining her little heart out because she desperately wants attention. Regardless of the fact that, you know, they get to go outside about every hour, run around in the snow. No, you're fine. Down. Callie, down. She's still a baby, so she wants attention constantly. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need... How are we doing? Definitely going to need some more storage. Because we're kind of going to start running out of room here soon. Okay, let's see if I can use up a few things. Oh, there's more tungsten down here. I don't want to overlook. And that, I think, is iron? Maybe? More iron? Ooh, that's good. Now, I will say one thing. I did set the ore levels to very high because I was anticipating needing to craft high-level weapons and really good armor. So I wanted to make sure that I would have the resources to do that. So it is going to be a little bit easier for me to find ore, but some of what I need is going to be deeper down. I do want to actually have some of the more modern items. Chainsaw, the drill, the ore finder. I also want to actually have the guns because I want to experiment when the bandits and the skeletal warriors come out. I want to experiment and see if different weapons make a difference. I don't know what their stats are going to be like in terms of armor, in terms of resistance. So I do want to have a few different weapons on hand to be able to test and see if there's a difference, because you'll remember that when we got some new and better weapons, when we got the bows, you could stop a bear with an arrow, like one arrow, which is, you know, not super realistic. So I don't know if the bandits, if that update is also going to be accompanied by any kind of adjustment to the amount of damage each weapon does. It seems logical that it might, but I don't know for sure. We haven't gotten all the information on the update yet. So I want to make sure that I'm ready for that. And I did tell you guys that I was going to try not to do a whole bunch of grinding on screen, and here I am, mining away. Well, and you know, if it was just regular stone, I wouldn't be doing this on camera. But we're getting ore. It's important. We need it. Okay, let's see here. Kind of make my way up here. Let's see if I can grab this stuff and just expand us enough to be able to get the saw bench down and a few other things made, just in terms of getting this area set up as a little bit more livable. A little bit more livable. Ooh, and that was coal. Coal is good. And that was more coal. Even better. So I'm thinking I might have the wall coming kind of along the side here, because I'm going to start getting to water before too long, which I don't want to do. So if I can have the wall come along here, I think that'll be best. Alright, see if we can make that happen. First, let's see what I can unload into this thing. Actually, here. I can use these up to an extent. Oops. Fall on my, well, not really falling on my butt, but, you know, sort of. Okay, there we go. Just kind of using things up, getting them out of my inventory, because I'm holding an awful lot right now because I'm sort of in the middle of moving everything around. And you're supposed to be able to hold down right click and drag, and the ores will just drop right in. That doesn't work very well though. Holding F and dragging along to pick them up actually works better than putting them in. Don't know why. Just a small thing. Definitely not the biggest issue ever, but just a thing to know. It's not so much that you're really doing anything wrong if you're trying that. I don't know of any special key you have to press to make it work. It's just that sometimes it does, and sometimes it does not. Now we did get some more coal. I'm going to go ahead and stick that in here. Come on. These are definitely easier to get your fuel into than the primitive furnace. So light that up. Run over here. make some more of both of these, because I do want to actually make sure that we are kind of closing this off appropriately. There we go. Now, some of these preparations might seem a little bit like overkill. And I totally understand if that's what you're thinking. But while Red has told us where the bandits and the skeletal warriors are going to spawn in, we don't know exactly how far they will chase you. So, I mean, think about how far a bear will chase you. Basically, they chase you until they catch you, or until something happens and they die. They don't really have like a, aw shucks, I guess I'm not going to catch dinner today kind of point. So, once you're within their range, your choices are kill them yourself, run and manage to like get them to get themselves killed, kind of. Which, not the greatest strategy, because that's tough. I've had to try and jump over. Oh look, we found the water. Try to jump over like ravines and stuff, or the holes in the ground, hoping that they're going to fall into it and die. And it doesn't always work. I mean, I've had them actually be able to jump over it and keep chasing me. Super inconvenient. You're over here going, hey, dude, you are totally supposed to be dead right now, not chasing me down. And they're like, yep, too bad, I made that jump too. You're still my dinner. So, yeah. Oh, found water. I don't know to what extent the enemy NPCs, basically, are going to be like that. If it's going to be a great extent, a little extent, no clue. None at all. So, with that in mind, and, you know, with the idea that I don't want to get dead, I'm trying to make sure that everything is as defensible as possible. Because I haven't gone that deep. For all I know, there's a dungeon right under my house. So I could end up with these guys living right below me. That would be a little creepy. So I want to make sure that, you know, everything's sealed up, closed off, easy to defend, nice and safe. No holes for them to come through, anything like that. The fortunate thing that I found about tunneling down is that you're coming up with the supplies for your resources. So it does make life a little bit easier. Not a lot, I'll grant you that, but a little bit. Alright, so we are getting to the end of this episode. I'm sorry, I know this probably wasn't a terribly fascinating episode, kind of a lot of actual digging, which I said I was going to try to avoid. But, you know, sometimes that happens. But let's see. Yeah, I don't want to just plop anything right there. That's not really going to look very good. Let's think about a little bit of an entryway real quick here. No, I think I want that for the second story. It's so nice. I think I want it for the second story. This, though. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. So, around this way. Up here, up here. Hey, look, it's finally stopped. All right, so this is where our hallway is going to be. And I'm thinking that I'm going to do this with all 3 of my entrances because it looks really good. And then I'm going to take this down. Come on. They're a little tricky to break. There we go. Poof. And you don't get anything back from them. It's just, that's it. It's gone. What do we have in here? That's not really going to be super useful right about now. I could use up that. That's not going to be super useful either. I do want to bring all the ore down with me, though. So, 1, 2, 3. Tricky part here, being up high enough, we'll just use up what we have of that. I will come back later and put in windows because I do have the sledgehammer, so that'll be relatively easy at that point. Okay, how are we doing here? Ooh, it's done. That's interesting. My cooking timer did not go off on this one. It might be a glitch where it doesn't work on the large ones. I could definitely see that being a thing. There we go. I know that the large furnace is very expensive to make. Personally, I think that it's worth it because you're processing 60 ores at the same time. I think it's worth it. I really do. I know it does put you a little bit behind in terms of rapid progress through the game, but I really do think it's worth it. I think you guys should wait and go for it because I found it to be so very helpful to have this giant thing, especially if you're planning on using some of the more advanced items in the game. So, just my thought, but that's the way that I prefer to try to make it work whenever possible. Oh, all right, now the timer's on. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is dig up the rest of this ore that's around us here and extend outward. I'm going to get this area kind of sealed up, closed off, and then next episode we're probably going to try and get the upper portion of the house somewhat together, at least get the first floor completed, and then kind of go from there. So, as always, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and any thoughts, comments, ideas, drop those in the comments section down below. I hope that you had a good time. I hope that you're enjoying the series. I hope that you will come back for more. And until then, thanks for watching and have a great day, everyone.